What a thriller under the lights at M&T Bank Stadium. Two NFC North powerhouses clashing in a high-octane shootout that had everything. Explosive runs, 7 sacks on Lamar Jackson, and a late-game gut punch for the Ravens. The Detroit Lions improved to 2-1, while Baltimore dropped to 1-2, setting up a brutal Week 4 showdown with the Chiefs. Detroit's ground game is a nightmare for defensives. Run away if you can. David Montgomery was a beast, 151 yards on just 12 carries, including a 72-yard bomb that set up the dagger TD and a 31-yard score to seal it. Add Jahmyr Gibbs 67 yards on 22 touches, and the Lions racked up over 200 rushing yards total. This duo is turning Detroit into a bully ball team, exploiting Baltimore's depleted front seven. Lions O-line dominated, allowing 0 sacks while their D-line feasted. 7 sacks on Jackson, the most for Detroit since 2018. And Hutchinson and crew pressured without blitzing much, proving Dan Campbell's biting kneecaps philosophy works. Montgomery's like Captain America, old school grit with explosive bursts. If the Lions keep this up, they're locking in that top NFC seed. Hot take, Detroit finishes 12-5 and hosts a playoff round. Lamar Jackson's elite, but the Ravens' defense is a liability. Time to panic? Jackson was surgical again, 28 by 35 for 280-plus yards, 2 touchdowns to Mark Andrews, rekindling that chemistry, and he extended plays like only he can. But those 7 sacks, brutal. Lamar held the ball too long, freelancing, and Baltimore's protection crumbled. Offense scored 30, but the D allowed 38, including Montgomery's clinic. What hurts most, Ravens couldn't stop the run over 200 yards, surrendered and blew a late lead. Echoes of that Week 1 collapse versus Buffalo. Harbaugh punted on 4th and 3 late again, trusting the D, and it backfired. Situational football, Jackson's Thor, God-tier arm and legs, but his hammer's dulled by a shield that's cracking. Old call, if the D doesn't gel, Baltimore is a wild card trap game, not a contender. Campbell outcoaches Harbaugh, golf 20 by 28, 202 yards, no picks and a turnover, forcing D make Lions NFC assassins. Avengers angle, Campbell's Hulk smashing expectations, bet on a playoff rematch. Lions are legit, Ravens need fixes. Should Ravens fire John Harbaugh? Fans are split after another blown lead. Harbaugh's been the steady hand since 2008 Super Bowl 47 champ. But at 1-2 with back-to-back blown opportunities, the fire Harb's chants are deafening. Owner Steve Bisciotti's loyal stuck by him in 2017-18 hot seats, but Lamar's ticking clock changes everything. Here's the balanced breakdown. Keep him versus boot him. Yes, fire him. He's costing Lamar his prime blown leads epidemic. Harbaugh's blown 17 double-digit second-half leads since 1991, the most ever. Week 1, up 40-25 against Bills. Punt on 4th and 3, lose 41-40. Week 3, lead slips versus Lions. Fans on X are raging. Harbaugh knows how to lose games. Fire him tonight. It's Marty Schottenheimer 2.0, regular season wizard, playoff choker. At 62, Harbaugh's rigid clock mismanagement, conservative calls. Biscotti's too soft. Fans say it's continuing to underperform. If they miss playoffs again, Black Monday material. Hot take, promote Mike McDonald for fresh blood. Why Lamar Jackson has to win the Super Bowl this year. Primetime or bust. Lamar's a walking highlight reel. 2-time MVP, 2024's QB1 in fantasy, 4,172 yards, 41 TDs, elite rushing. But 0 rings. The narrative suffocating. Playoff Lamar versus regular season God. At 28, with Derrick Henry / Hollywood Brown aboard, 2025 is now or never. Channel script, epic montage of his daggers, cuts to teary locker rooms, end with Lamar's last dance. Let's unpack why this must be his year. Playoff ghosts, he's 3-5, no AFC title, contract clock ticking, and critics circle NG. What a wild ride in Baltimore. Lions roar, Ravens reel, and the Super Bowl dreams hang in the balance. Is Lamar's ring coming in 2025, or is Harbaugh's seat too hot to handle? Drop your hot takes below. Lions to the Super Bowl or Ravens bounce back. Smash that like, subscribe for more NFL fire, and let's talk Week 4 Chiefs-Ravens chaos next. Avengers, assemble in the comments.